If you are looking for 16 credit unions that use Experian, stick around, make sure to watch this entire video. You don't want to miss it. I'm credit coach Nicole Scott, and in today's video, we're going to be covering the top 16, possibly 17 credit unions that pull from Experian. So if you are looking to build credit and maybe Experian is your top credit score, well, you can leverage these credit unions. But first, before we get started, I want to make sure that you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment below if you know of any other credit unions that use Experian that you've had some good success with. Now, first, before we get started, I want to cover the American Consumer Council, just in case you're not aware of who they are and how they can benefit you and actually get you access to some of these credit unions that we're going to be discussing. So the American Consumer Council, the ACC, this is their website. You can visit them at americanconsumercouncil.org and you can join their membership. It's only $15 per year. But if you are super cheap, maybe you're on a budget, I get it. You can use the promo code consumer and get your membership for free. But I highly recommend donating a small amount if you can to the Consumer Council because they do an amazing job. They partner with credit unions, and by you joining as an American Consumer Council member, that's going to get you access to all of these credit unions. So it's well worth the $15 that you would spend. So let's get right into it. The first one is going to be PenFed, and I know what you're probably thinking. Nicole, PenFed is an Equifax bank. Well, I've got news for you. Your favorite guru done lied to you. So guess what? PenFed is actually going to be using Experian for personal loans and for lines of credit. Yes, PenFed is known for being an Equifax bank, but they use Equifax for their credit cards. Bet you didn't know that, Jim. And that's why it's so important to stick around for this entire video, because I'm going to give you the information that you need to know, not necessarily what you want to hear. So PenFed is great. They're one of my favorite for personal loans, and actually they give high limit personal loans. They also do the pledge loan that so many people talk about with Navy Federal. They do the secured savings loan as well. So you just have to have that money in your savings account and you can actually use it to build credit. Great way to build a relationship with the bank as well. But let's move on. Service Credit Union, they are amazing as well. They're also an Experian bank, as all of these credit unions are going to be. And they are pretty great for multiple different things. Down here, you can see some of their featured rates. Auto loans, 5.99% with approved credit. That's some of the lowest interest rates I've seen on auto loans in a minute. Personal loans as low as 10% APR. That's a pretty darn good rate. So you can check them out as well. Now, the best rule of thumb here when you are talking about building a relationship with a credit union. Now, keep in mind, you cannot just go to their website and apply for their products. You actually have to become a member of the credit union, and that stands for every credit union out there. Now, if I were talking about banks like Chase or Wells Fargo, different ballgame. We don't have to have a bank account with them or a relationship with them in order to apply for their credit products. They're open for everyone, but credit unions are a different beast, and that's why I recommend that you pick anywhere from 3 to 5 credit unions and start building your relationship. You don't want to do too much, so let's stick with 3 for now. So if you can find 3 out of this list, we can start building with those 3 credit unions to apply for credit products in the next 90 days or so. And that's the rule of thumb when it comes to any bank out there, whether it's Navy Federal, PenFed, whomever. You want to keep that same mindset is I want to build the relationship with the bank by opening up a checking account and a savings account, which is not going to cost you a hard inquiry. If you can do additional banking products, that's always best. CD accounts, money market accounts, maybe even a high yield account, your high yield savings account, if it is available to you. Let's get back to it. Suncoast, they are great. They also have a business side as well. So if you do own a business, start building on the personal side, and then you can take that relationship over to the business side and get business credit cards, lines of credit, and whatever business products that they might offer. PenFed, on the other hand, is not great for the business. They actually don't have one. So not every credit union is going to service small businesses. Now, if you join Suncoast as a member, here are some of the cool perks that they offer as a member. So you're going to get free overdraft protection, free ATMs. They actually even have memberships to different zoos and things of that nature. So it's a pretty interesting membership if you don't, especially if you're a local. Let's take that part out. Here are some of the promotions that Suncoast Credit Union is having right now. You can see that they have a new zoo membership for Tampa. They have a commercial real estate and equipment loans. They have auto refinances where you can actually earn money to refinance your home. And that's another thing that I want to mention is you can actually make money by opening up bonuses, welcome bonuses with some of these different banks and credit unions. A lot of times banks are going to have a welcome bonus, whether it's a checking account, savings account. You just have to follow what is required, what you have to spend, direct deposit, things of that nature, and you can actually earn money. Same thing with the welcome bonus on the credit cards. And I'll tell you what, I just made $750 from one of the Chase business welcome bonuses. So make sure you keep an eye out for those bonuses because they are just a great thing. So let's check out some of the loans and credit cards that we have with Suncoast here. If you click on credit cards, you'll be able to take a look at just some of the basics because in so many words, they want you to become a member. But here you are. They have 4 different credit cards. They have a secured credit card. So if you're looking to build credit, that is anywhere from $300 to $5,000. Most secured credit cards are going to cap at $5,000. Yes. So that's why I always recommend that if the bank does offer what's called a secured loan, aka that pledge loan, do the secured loan instead, unless it's something where you're like, I have to have some credit cards for my credit mix or something like that, right? Because if you do that secured loan first, you build the relationship with the bank, then you go apply for the credit cards, you're more than likely going to get an unsecured credit card approved so you don't have to use your own money and it'd be stuck in that credit card that we don't want to close. Because once we open up a credit card, we do not want to close it, guys. Okay, that's the biggest mistake I see people do. Just don't do it. And if you are going to need the money, don't open up a secured credit card. Just do the secured loan. They have the student, they have the classic, and they have the platinum. So pretty good options here. One thing that you guys always want to keep an eye out for is signature cards. They are going to be of a higher limit, usually 10K or better. So you always want to go after the signature cards after you have built the relationship with the bank. If the bank does offer a pledge loan, which some of these do, some of these do not, then you want to do that as well. So the goal is to get 5 banking products. Just like with Navy Federal, they have that internal credit score or internal score that people love to talk about. Well, that's not just with Navy Federal. Newsflash, all banks do that, okay? It's called an internal bank rating. And not only Navy Federal does that, but every bank out there does that. And they are rating you based on the amount of banking products that you have with the bank and all of those different data points that the banks like to see. They like to see frequent deposits. They like to see direct deposits. They love CD accounts, and some CD accounts start as low as $50. So if you can do 2 of those, that would be great. Next up, we have Lafayette Federal Credit Union, and they have a really well planned out checking account here. Let's restart that. Next, we have Lafayette Federal Credit Union. You can see they have quite a bit of products for personal and business here. They also have some different savings. They have certificate accounts, money market accounts, credit cards, home improvement loans, home buying, home equity, vehicles. You can even purchase a classic car or restoration loan. You can even do a recreational vehicle loan. So many different options here. But again, you have to join as a member in order to get access to all of their amazing products. Let's take a look at their credit cards real fast. Credit cards are going to be the first credit product that you want to apply for, unless that you are looking for something specific like a home loan. I don't like auto loans, but if you have to get one, try to buy a home before you get your auto loan. Let's just redo Lafayette. Next, we have Lafayette Federal Credit Union. They have both personal and business products, so you can join them and start building that relationship so you can get access to both. Next up, we have First Tech. Now, beware, First Tech is one of those credit unions that is going to perform a hard credit pull when you join. So beware. You can always get that off. It's no big deal. But if you are like me, no, I'm not worried about it. I know they're very easy to get off with a simple phone call to Experian. So they are a great bank. They have credit cards. They usually give high limit credit cards, especially if you spend the time to build that relationship with the bank. They have a lot of great products here. You can see they have share certificates, they have commercial lending, vehicle loans, home loans, personal loans, credit cards. Again, when we're looking at these credit cards, we want to go after some of the higher of value credit cards that are going to give us a higher limit. And that's why it's so great to be able to piggyback off other people's great credit and add those high limit trade lines so you have comparable credit on your profile. If you need access to trade lines, visit the link below so you can get access to high limit credit cards on your credit profile as well. They have the credit builder card. So if you're looking to build credit, they have the secured MasterCard. And so they have some great options here, and you can always check out more if you just visit their website, firsttechfed.com. All right, let's start First Tech over. Next, we have First Tech Federal Credit Union, and just beware, they are going to hard pull you on Experian when you open up a bank account. Now, that's not normal procedure for most of these credit unions, but First Tech is one of those that has to verify your identity. So there will be a hard credit pull performed on Experian when you first open up your checking account or savings account. But don't worry about it. You can totally get that removed. Build a relationship with them, and they are another one that's very easy to join. They also give high limit credit cards, so build a relationship for 90 days. They also have a secured credit card that's great for building credit, because if you are going to get a secured credit card, it's best to do it with a grade A bank versus First Progress, Open Sky, Credit One, some of those crappy credit cards that we all want to close eventually. That's why it's so important to build credit the right way. So if you want to learn more, you definitely need to join the credit community. There is a link below, and right now there is exclusive access for 20 people to join the credit community. So make sure to join. You can also DM me the word credit on Instagram, Credit Coach Nicole Scott. And if you haven't by now, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have found value in the video. And most importantly, tell a friend. So let's move on. Next is a hidden gem that I have not heard anyone speak about, which is Summit Credit Union. There are many Summit Credit Unions, but this one is in Raleigh, North Carolina. They are a relationship based, they are Experian, and they want to give out money. So you can visit a branch, and you can also bank online or even call them over the phone. So they actually have quite a bit of products as well. And again, only their members are going to get access to their credit products. They have all of these different items, credit builder loans. So definitely, if you are looking to build credit, you need to get in with some of these credit unions so we can get grade A trade lines on our credit profile that we are building trust with. Next is going to be PSECU. Try saying that 10 times. They are a very popular bank, and they stand for Pennsylvania State Employees Credit Union. They have pretty much anything that one would need, and they are also one of those that has a lot of benefits. A lot of these banks also have the refer a friend. So you can actually make money by referring people to sign up with PSECU. You can actually earn up to $500 per calendar year by simply sharing a link with somebody else to say, hey, this is a great bank. You should try them out. I mean, affiliate marketing is a way to go. So share and like. Let's do this one again. Next, we have Pennsylvania State Employee Credit Union, also known as PSECU. Try saying that 10 times. They are awesome. You can join them pretty easily. You can get personal loans, credit cards. They have a business side as well. This is actually one of my favorite credit unions for personal loans. I like getting personal loans to help people build credit, to use them as pledge loans and other ways that we can turn a personal loan into multiple ways to build primary credit trade lines on your credit report. You have to think smarter, not harder. Okay. And we can just increase them over time. So now we're getting high limits. They give up to $20,000 personal loans here. So if you have a little bit of a high credit card utilization, maybe it's time to think about getting a personal loan so you can try to offset your debt, because your credit card utilization is the fastest way, one of the fastest ways that your credit score is going to tank. So next up, we have Andrews Federal Credit Union. Now, Andrews is one of those that you can actually join by your ACC membership. So you can actually get in, or you can get in if you are military. You can see here that they have several different options when it comes to credit cards. They have the prepaid card, which I love because you can load prepaid cards with a credit card. Are you following me? Just like with Navy Federal. Pay attention. You can also buy gift cards. Buying gift cards with credit cards? Okay. But you can request a credit line increase. They are known for giving out the bag as well. So you can go over and head over to the personal loans and lines of credit, the credit cards. They have pretty much everything that you're going to need. And guess what? They are going to be on our handy dandy list of credit unions that we can join based on our membership with the American Consumer Council. So if you comment the word build, I will provide you with a free guide. You can actually go to the description in this video and I'll leave a link for you to get the free guide and get the free credit kit. Get the free credit kit, guys. There's so much value in the credit kit. So get it, and it's free. And if you want to learn more, join the community. Next up, we have the State Department Federal Credit Union. A lot of people may have heard of this, but they are great for credit cards and certificates, auto loans. You can see here their personal loans are low as 8% APR, used vehicles, credit cards, home equity, share savings. They have a lot of different options that they can offer you. And guess what? States is also one of those credit unions that we can actually join using our American Consumer Council membership. So that's another no-brainer, guys. Next up, we have Affinity Federal Credit Union. Affinity Federal Credit Union, again, has personal and business options, and they are great for both credit cards and personal loans. They have pretty much anything that you are going to need. And you can also check out some of their certificates. You get guaranteed returns on all of your funds, and they even have some promotional offers going on as well. So definitely head over to their website and check out Affinity Federal Credit Union. Our next Experian credit union is going to be Redstone Federal Credit Union. And again, guys, you have to become members with all of these places. Some will get you access through the ACC. And of course, there's other hacks and ways, but you just have to be creative. Go to their website, do the research, click on become a member. Most of these credit unions are going to offer personal and business. So if you are a business owner, those are the credit unions that you want to focus on, the ones that have a small business department. But Redstone is great on both sides. Join and you'll get access to all of their credit products. Right now, you can even get up to a $200 bonus with your child's first savings account. So check out some of the bonuses and welcome offers that these banks are giving. So that way you can take advantage and make money by these welcome bonuses. I mean, look at some of these rates for the Redstone Federal Credit Union. We've got the mortgage, we've got the share certificates with the annual percentage is yield is as high as 5.5%. I mean, that's a great share savings account. Car loans as low as 5.99%. I guarantee you, if you go to an auto dealership right now, you're going to probably get an interest rate close to 20%. Imagine the savings that you're going to get getting an auto loan from one of these credit unions versus the auto dealership that you would go to. I mean, when I refinanced my car, it saved me over $250 a month just on interest. Think about that. That's so much money that I was just flushing down the toilet. We don't think about that because all that we think about is approved. Yes, I got it. No, understand what your interest rate is. If you have a high interest rate, anything over like 10%, look into seeing if you can get it refinanced based on your relationship with your credit union. Next up, we have NASA Federal Credit Union. NASA is also one of those banks that's on our list here of different credit unions that your ACC membership will get you access to. So NASA is offering a wide variety of different credit products. And I'll tell you what, here's some of the credit cards that NASA Federal Credit Union is currently offering. You can see some of these welcome bonuses, pretty decent. And you can always try to negotiate to get a better welcome bonus. You can, poke around on the website, go back, chat with them, see what type of better bonus that they can offer you. I love doing this, especially with banks like American Express. So check them out. They definitely have some great options here, and you can check out their menu. They do not have a ton of business services, but if you are into business, they do have a business credit card, which is the Platinum Advantage card. Pretty cool card, if you ask me. But they do give the business. Okay, let's redo that. Let's take out and restart the whole business part. NASA Federal Credit Union also has a business credit card that goes up to $50,000. Yes, $50,000. So build your relationship with NASA Federal and you can go after their NASA Federal Business Visa Platinum Advantage Rewards credit card, no annual fee, competitive rates, and credit lines up to $50,000. Next up, we have UniFi Federal Credit Union. They are just on the personal side, but they have a ton of different options: personal loans, credit cards, mortgages, you name it, they have it. And one thing that I really like about them are their certificate and IRA accounts, and of course, their credit cards. So if you are into credit cards like myself, then they have a really good credit card. Right now, they have the Visa Engage Rewards card. They have the Visa Platinum credit card, Visa Gold credit card, Visa Classic credit card, and Visa Shared Secured card. So if you're building credit, you can actually get one of their secured credit cards up to $2,500 and it will graduate. So it's honestly backed by your savings account, and that's wonderful. Let's redo that. Let's redo the credit cards. One thing that I really like about UniFi are their credit card options. They have quite a bit to choose from. They have the Engage Rewards, no annual fee, and they have some pretty good welcome bonuses as well. Credit limits up to $50,000. So yes, they specialize in high limits. The Platinum card, again, up to $50,000, and you can get multiple credit cards with them. The rule of thumb is you probably don't want to go more than 3, okay? Visa Gold, this one has credit limits up to $14,999. We have the Visa Classic credit card, credit limits up to $4,999. And then we have the Visa Shared card. So you can actually put money in your savings account up to $2,500 and use that as a way to build credit for the Visa Shared Secured card. So there's lots of different options here for you guys. And that's one of the reasons why credit unions are so powerful, because it's not about your credit score, but rather your relationship with them. So again, pick 3 and start building, my friend. And we're not even done yet. So if you've came this far, make sure that you have liked, subscribed, share with a friend, and most importantly, leave me a comment below and let me know if there are any other credit unions that you would recommend that use Experian to pull their credit. Next up, we have Delta Credit Union. They have the Visa Signature card. Again, we always want to look for that word signature when we are applying for credit cards or travel cards, because those are going to be for a higher limit. So right here, you can see that they have a welcome bonus. You can earn $15,000 in welcome reward points when you spend $3,500 in the first 90 days. So they have some really great offers here. And guess what? One of the great things about Delta is they also have a small business side and a commercial side. So there is a difference between small business and what we call corporate. So there are both here, and they have credit cards on the small business side that you can get. And again, any credit card that's going to be small business related is always going to require a personal guarantee, meaning it is going to require somebody to guarantee the card on behalf of the business. So if you don't have great credit, you can have a credit partner guarantee it for your business. And remember, The rule of thumb with all 16 of these credit unions is you have to become a member first and then open up your checking, savings, and other banking products as you wish. The most important is just a checking and a savings account. And then you can add CDs and additional money market accounts or shared savings or whatever banking products that you wish in the future. You also want to set up that small direct deposit. Again, start working the account. Next up, we have American Heritage. American Heritage is another one of those that has both personal and business and has pretty much everything that you're going to need. They have a really great high yield savings account, money markets, certificates, IRAs, youth accounts, which is super important to start saving for your children now. Not to mention that when we are getting all of these credit cards, we can add our children as authorized users so that way they can build credit, or we can add our family members as authorized users so they can piggyback off our great credit. So that's why credit is so powerful, and you can be the first one to start the path and lead and say, look, this is what we're going to do. We're all going to build credit. We're all going to add each other. We're going to have 800 credit score because we are all going to become educated. That way we can purchase assets with our credit and leverage our credit to build wealth. Now, American Heritage is one of those special credit unions that is actually going to allow you to have a platinum secured MasterCard anywhere from $300 to $25,000. Now, most banks out there, they cap their secured credit cards at $5,000, but this is one of the very few credit cards that I have seen that says right here, deposit funds in the amount of your chosen credit limit between $300 and $25,000. When I say run, don't walk. Run. Okay, this is an amazing way to allow you to add higher limit trade lines onto your credit profile to be able to build that strong credit profile that we are going to need. Now, one of the things that people don't realize is we still have to have the payment history. We are going to treat these as they are decoration on our credit report. We are going to pay them on time. We have to understand that we are not going to be using all of these credit cards, but rather leveraging them to get better and bigger credit on the business side or in the future. They have a lot of great options on both the personal side and the business side. And again, they're one of those that give high limits. So if you already have established credit, you can head over here and you can apply for some of their personal or business products. Guys, if you have money in the bank and you are able to do some sort of CD certificate like this is where the money's at. Okay, build that relationship. This is for 18 months. So again, your money's going to be locked away for that time frame, but they also have the high yield business savings. Like, guys, you have to take action. Make your money work for you. Next up, we have United Nations Federal Credit Union. Now, they are a little bit harder to get into, but if you certainly can get into them, they are a great bank. They have a lot of different options as far as credit products go. You can check out some of their high yield savings accounts, certificate accounts, child and minor savings accounts. But not only do they have that, but they have some really great credit cards here. So they have the Azure credit card. They also have the youth checking account, which I always love banks that provide banking products to the youth so we can teach them early, because this is not something that they teach in school, unfortunately. So it's up to us to educate our friends and our family and our loved ones on how we can leverage credit to build wealth. They're also very unique in a sense that they offer home ownership options inside the US and outside the US. So they have a lot of different options. They have a debt consolidation loan, they have a home improvement loan, education loans, personal loans, you name it, you need to check them out. United Federal Credit Union, people, get with the program. United Nation. And check out their credit cards. Their credit limits go up to $50,000 for the Elite and the Azure credit card with United Nation Federal Credit Union. And that is it, guys. That was all of the credit unions that I have in today's presentation. Now, of course, this is not all of them. This is just a small portion of the credit unions that are pulling directly from Experian. So build, build, build. Select 3 banks that you want to start building with, especially if Experian is your highest credit score. And here are some of the other banks that you can get access to. Well, not banks, but credit unions. Let's redo that. Here are some of the credit unions that you can get access to by becoming an ACC member, which is the American Consumer Council. So I will leave this list down below. You can click on the description to get your free copy. So that way there's no excuse. You can start building, especially if you're not able to join Navy Federal. But guys, if you haven't heard, there are other credit unions out there that are just as good, if not better, than Navy Federal. So explore your options and most importantly, take action. See you next time.